If only you could see what's possible with it. If only you saw how much it could accelerate and build momentum in your business. The fact of the matter is, I'm legally blind. And for a long time, I was living only on disability. But so many people, again, stay in that victim mentality where they're stuck there and there's nothing they can do and they just want freebies. I can't count how many times I said, hey, you know what? For up to $1.38 a day, you can be able to generate up to 100 dream client leads with a click of a button.
So, hello, welcome, Isatel. You had some incredible success as an affiliate, and now you're starting your own Christian woman consulting business. Can you tell us a little bit about your background? Like, how did you get started with all of this? Especially with free Facebook marketing and automation softwares and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So, about 10 years ago, I knew, the 9-to-5 career was not for me, and I've always been very entrepreneurial. So when you don't have a product or a service or expertise, you kind of go into network marketing. A lot of people go into network marketing. So I failed forward many, many times over, trying one network marketing product to another over the years. And then when I was with one company where I actually grew a very large team, but they had no systems in place. So I was just burning myself out, and not seeing the financial gain that I expected after doing all that work and bringing on that many people. And then before the pandemic, I went to this one social media summit with a big, well-known network marketing coach. And it was like, 6 and 7-figure leader after 7-figure leader up on stage, sharing their experience, how they failed forward many times, just like myself. But it dawned on me, they mastered 4 main areas that helped them get to be that level of success. And I call it my massive growth method. So the M in massive is for mindset. So I do primarily work with a lot of Christian women because I'm able to help address the deep heart issues that affect our mindset. And our mindset is really a foundation of where we build our success short-term and long-term on. If we don't master our mindset and we're constantly in this victim mentality, you're not going to see the success that you desire in your life. And then the A is for automated lead generation, which I know we both love. It's automating, whether it's, funnels and emails and things like that, or specifically with us, automating, generating up to 100 leads a day on Facebook. They mastered automation, so they could do more in far less time. This S, the 2 S's in massive, for massive growth method, are social media optimization. So really knowing how to optimize your Facebook profile for success, your Facebook group, and everything in between to really take somebody from, and the system to go with it, to take somebody from a stranger to a sold client.
Okay,
And
but before you got like into all of this, what was the first time you got actually introduced into like this method, like that you could actually reach out to essentially strangers on Facebook and have them interested to buy anything from you? Because I imagine like this, well, like there was a journey somewhere, and what was your first like success, so to speak, when you heard about this, and where have you heard about this?
Right. So I'm gonna totally get to that. So again, I went to that training, had that revelation, and again just focused on building my business. So during the pandemic, I got into another coaching community where I spent a lot of money and learned about software as a service. So funnels, there's one funnel platform we both use that I got into that and had the most success. I think I made $5,000 to $7,000 with that software as a service. And that was the first time I really seen that amount of financial success. And I got more of the commissions. They were higher ticket price points. I would have had to sell a whole lot of $10 mascaras to equal what I did with that software platform at the time. So I'm like, okay, this
so
is
you're
awesome.
talking about Groove funnels or Click funnels?
Yes,
or like
Groove funnels. Yes, Groove funnels. Yep. So I learned to master Groove funnels, started sharing it, got a lot of success with it. But then as things started to get more and more wonky, I didn't feel as good about sharing it with other people because I was frustrated with it. Why would there's that lack of integrity within myself if I feel like I was sharing it and I wasn't happy with it. why am I sharing it? So then come next last January, you know, through somebody in that community, which we know we both know, I heard about ELMessengerPro. And when I heard about ELMessengerPro, I was already using another automation tool, but it didn't have nearly the power that we have as affiliates, as resellers. So I kind of jumped into ELMessengerPro and began being a reseller, and I loved it. Like my first big sale when I was able to go visit my sister and went to Walt Disney World, and that's always great
Awesome.
to get that commission in our account. So you know, it took me going from Groove to then ELMessenger and really learning to master ELMessengerPro and sharing it with people. But then I saw there were some gaps, some things missing. And so I just continued to master it, learn as much as I could, and then really taking what I've learned from ELMessenger to help people sell their coaching programs, sell their, you know, software, sell their
Okay,
network
so that's
marketing.
something we can go into a
Yes.
little bit more later, because yeah, many people watching this interview might not even know like what is ELMessengerPro, or like not even know what is Groove. So Groove is essentially like a complete all-in-one solution to build websites, an online shop, email marketing, and so on. And they started their program as a Kickstarter, essentially, which means that not all the software was fully developed, but you got in for a lifetime price, and that was really attractive to a lot of people. But then like the development took longer than you and me and yeah, even the founders expected, because like, yeah, software is complicated and building this all in one software is complicated. So like you were running into challenges with the platform, decided to look for something else because you felt like yeah, it's not the right, like not the best solution for people. And I always had the approach and telling people like, yeah, it's a Kickstarter program, it's not ready yet. I told them like, put it on the shelf, it might pay off in 2 or 3 years, or like I'm even saying that's at the time of the recording, it will probably take another yeah, at least 1 to 2 years until it's like really stable. Right now it's usable but not stable, and nothing that like you can build like a really like a business, a reliable business on, especially if you already have paying clients. But what I'm really interested is like when you joined the CloudKey Partner program, how did you get started there initially? Because like I joined the program as well, and I've seen other people joining it, but your success really stood out to me, especially with you winning the affiliate contest. So can you tell us a little bit about like what was the affiliate contest that you won, and what was your approach to yeah, participate in that?
Yeah, so again, just with how much I've invested in myself, I learned that I need to niche down. The riches are in the niches. So instead of me trying to reach anyone and everyone in affiliate marketing and network marketing and coaching, I really tried to niche down on coaches and then Christian women coaches, because again, I can relate to them on that level. I feel good about them promoting what they're promoting, and being able to give them that momentum with ELMessengerPro. So when I niche down, and that's what I cover in my program, just niching down and then showing them the benefits of what is possible with ELMessengerPro. Like I know of one coach, she was using another person's automation product and promoting it, but she wasn't getting nearly the amount of commissions that she would be with ELMessengerPro. And when I shared ELMessengerPro and the reseller program, you know, she fell in love with it, and she's been sharing it with her community ever since. So I primarily reached out to Christian women coaches because especially with these affiliate contests, and you know, it's also the reseller opportunity. So only myself and one other person in all of CloudKey are able to offer the elite partnership. So when I shared the elite partnership with other people, they saw the huge benefit of being a reseller with ELMessengerPro and being able to package, you know, the ELMessenger with their coaching programs like I'm doing, selling it outright, giving it as a bonus to their network marketing team. So really, there's so much that can be done with ELMessengerPro that you can't do with a lot of other software programs or companies. So I started just sharing the reseller and the product opportunity with other people. Because if you're just trying to sell a product that would be successful, helping them save money, save time, save time and save energy. But it's another when you actually show them, hey, this can actually bring in an additional profit revenue stream to you. A lot more people were interested about that. So that's really what I focused on getting in those affiliates.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and what you're saying like makes so much sense, and this is what I've been trying to tell people as well. Like, you always want to look for leverage points, so you're basically at the top of this pyramid, and because it's software, because it's code, there's the Cloud Key, they created an amazing business model. Like, they leverage the Go High Level platform. They're building their own software which allows for Facebook automation, and together they've created this amazing, like, super competitive package, and they allowing us, you and me, to resell the software again. So people, like, even if they like we are paying like a couple of $1,000s per year or something to license the software, or like I think the current level is like you get 10 licenses that you can get for, I do not know, $200 per month or something like this, and then you're able to sell this again, like, to the end customer. But the end customer, because everything is so leveraged, and everybody is so generous with the code, with the software code, because it does not cost them anything. Like, everybody is getting such an amazing deal, and this is why it's such a fantastic program, and this is why I wanted to interview you about this. So what did your like average day look like when you got into the Cloud Key partnership program? Like, you really niched down on Christian women coaches, which is probably one of the best niches for this software, or like at least one niche, like a specific type of coaches, so you could relate to them. And this is something, before you can answer the question, something that I think is something that a lot of people underestimate, because to me, like, there's one book somewhere in my bookshelf, and it says it's called Change or Die, and in this book there's this framework of, like, you first need to relate, like, in order to change, to get the results that you're after, you first need to relate to somebody who inspires hope, who motivates you, and then you do the you repeat the behavior, or the behavior that this coach, this person that you relate to, tells you to do. And when you do that enough, you reframe and you get the results that you're after. So what coaching essentially is you first need to be relatable, and because of your history with with this group of Christian women coaches, like, you were relatable, and then you could really help them to install the behavior with the help of some automation tools to make all of this easier, so they would get the results. So it makes perfect sense. So what did your like approach to reach out to this the Christian women coaches look like, or your average day at that time?
I reached out to people that I saw had a large group. They had a large group, and they can be able to further monetize and be able to save a lot of time reaching out to a lot of members in their group. And I shared with them how this has helped me. The owners behind the software, because the owners had worked at ClickFunnels since day one, which again is a huge amount of respect in the online marketing industry. So I shared, they created the software, this opportunity. Very few people have this opportunity, in the bigger audience, and really tried to I provide some demonstrative videos, or just jump on a Zoom call with them so they can see it for themselves, answer questions. I would, even like get Drew or Larlin on a call with them. So I really made sure to see all the tools and resources in my toolbox. And first and foremost, you have to master the software. If you're not mastering the software and you're not getting results with it, that's going to be a huge hindrance in you having the confidence to go and sell it to other people.
And that's something that I've noticed for myself as well. Like, I sold the software, I know everything, how it works, on a theory basis, but it was only after I really started using it, sending out like even if it was just for the sake of getting feedback, asking for feedback, sending out 50 friend requests per day, like to more like just to people that I had common friends with, because I knew that they're probably internet marketers or from the Groove community, and this this worked really well to get a lot of amazing feedback. And then yeah, I've changed my approach, and I think like with your approach it's even better, because essentially what you built, like you built a list of dream clients who have access to the people who would also need the software. So it's all about leverage, and really like this kind of 80-20 curve, where this like 80% will get you 20% of the 20% of work will give you 80% of the results. But then there's another level, because if you just look at the 20% that get 80% of the results, there's another 80-20 rule in place. And this is essentially what you did there, by talking to these people. And I think, and also like yeah, as you mentioned, like jumping with them on Zoom calls, introducing them to the founders of the software itself, so they could teach them, and really, yeah, so people could understand this. So yeah, really thank you for sharing this. And then like what was the next step? Like you got really good with sharing this opportunity, and then yeah, you got a lot of clients. And then what like why did you not just continue that, or like what was the next step then?
You know, I found that a lot of the people I shared the software with, for whatever reason, haven't been continually using it. Maybe they felt that the training videos weren't enough for them. Maybe they wanted somebody to kind of handhold them through it. Maybe somebody to more clearly explain the methodology behind it, or just the accountability. Because as easy as it is to press that button, it's just as easy not to press the button. So for a while, I was feeling stuck in sharing ELMessenger, because I knew people needed more support behind it beyond what the company offers, but I didn't want to provide all the support for like a monthly or just a yearly fee. I know there needed to be more, so I learned how to master, you know, organic marketing without ads. I learned to master ELMessengerPro, so now I'm consulting 7-figure business coaches on how to create their customized lead generation flow to get more people into their Facebook group, get them on calls. And now they're using the same ELMessengerPro with the framework and the consulting I provided to train up their entire sales team. So I know I haven't I have a gifting for making these complex processes a lot simpler to understand and walking people through it. And then also for my one-to-one clients, I help them, you know, I consult with them to know, you know, what industry are they in, you know, who are their ideal clients. And a lot of those questions really help them, okay, these are the type of things you want to message to them. This is really creating that customized experience for them or their VAs to really automate the leads and get them through to ideally their Facebook group or their opt-in.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. And like I had absolutely the same experience. That's exactly what I'm doing as well, or like in the process of discovering, because it always depends on like yeah, where you are, which type of people you're working with. Like if they're already successful business coaches, like there's so much opportunity for them, because oftentimes they were used to run paid ads, but Messenger really has this personal feel. And if you have like your like oftentimes these people's are ideals to their coaching clients, or like they really value like the personal connection. And if this person, like the thought leader, I really like to think about yeah, coaches and people like that as thought leaders. And if they reach out to you personally asking like, hey, did you see my training, or hey, did you get results with what I've shared with you recently, like this creates like this kind of accountability, and is so powerful, because yeah, obviously they can send it to everyone, like their 50 clients, or like whatever in their group coaching program. And then they never know, like people get busy, life gets in the way. But if you're just able to press a button and you send out this 50 messages, like personalized messages, asking like keeping people accountable, they will appreciate that. Like even if they know it's an automated message, but if they reply and then get a personalized answer, like this is the whole power of this system. Or like what has been your experience there?
Yeah, exactly. It's helping them create those touch points throughout, you know, sending the first message to get to know them, and then you know, how to strategically invite them to their group the right way, and then being able to on, you know, what you're sending to them to possibly get them on a sales call or in a discovery call with them, or yeah, like what you said, sending the invite, hey, just want to make sure you saw I have this training where I'm doing A, B, and C. I would love to see you there. So there's so much that can be done with ELMessengerPro. It's just, you know, people, I equate it to this with ELMessengerPro. Now, some people, maybe like you or myself, can go to the support library and just go step by step and master it that way and start learning it. I found that that's few and far between. Not a lot of people, either they can't relate to the training videos or they have a mental block saying, I can't, it's too much time, whatever excuse they want to give. But it's what was I getting? It's with but it's another when, you know, I think people who, so yeah, it's few and far between, but I think the people that really want to be handheld through the process, that they want somebody that's used this, that's mastered this, to really help them on that expert level. So like for a while, you know, when I sold them the year license, I would give them a one-on-one Zoom setup call. But again, they may not be using it for whatever reason. So I think really being able to give them that you know, expert level consulting, the expert level coaching on it is going to be able to help them get the very most from it. And then for those that are, you know, that want to highly leverage their time, again, I'm doing the done for you with the funnels and the email automation, and then I kind of train up their VA on how to use ELMessenger for building up their clientele. So it is yeah, it's just, you know, it's finding people where they're at, whether they want to go, they want to crawl, walk, or run in their momentum of their business. And if they just want, you know, DIY and they just want the course, I can give them the course. If they want more of the hand holding and the consulting, you know, but they're still doing the work, then we do that. Or if those are like, you know, I don't have time to mess with all this, I have a VA, train up my VA, build the funnels and everything, the system for me, and say no, their time is super valuable. So I mean, I work with all three different types of people because they all have different needs. Some value their time more than their money, some value the money they spend more than their time. It's just knowing how to serve each person at that level.
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense. One thing that I was thinking about, like, how has your mindset shifted from where you got started, like getting into paying for this mastermind, or what it was in the beginning that you mentioned, and where you learned about all of this, and then like actually like into like selling things, and now as you mentioned, like you were selling like the yearly option, and basically providing the same level of service, and now you're just doing that for the people like who are really like 7-figure coaches, or like high 6-figure coaches. Like, how has your mindset shifted? And I'm pretty sure like you also raised your prices along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I went from, you know, and the fact of the matter is I'm legally blind. I'm considered legally blind, so I've traveled the nations. I've been to Europe and Southeast Asia and all these places. I can't drive a car. My vision in some ways does impact me. And for a long time, I was living only on disability. But so many people, again, stay in that victim mentality where they're stuck there and there's nothing they can do and they just want freebies. But I learned, like, and I got some free things along the way because I've mastered and used what they gave me and what they showed me and any resources that I did get to get me to that level. So all that to say is, when, you know, it's the pandemic and there was a 30-day challenge that I joined, I knew I needed that because that was going to unlock a lot of doors, and it did. It accelerated my business. So I remember at that time, it was the beginning of the lockdown, and we received a stimulus check. And I could have said, well, I need the stimulus check to pay off debt or whatever else. I used that stimulus check to pay for that coaching program. And thank goodness I did, because again, that accelerated my business growth to where I'm at right now. And I just kept, you know, one step at a time. I got into group funnels and started making money with group funnels. I And I started, again, staying focused on that coaching that I've been receiving, because for that coaching, so much of it is mindset. Like when you, there's a number of reasons why people don't invest in themselves. But you are good soil, and when you are excellent soil, just like planting and farming, you're gonna put, when you put good seed into that good soil, you're gonna reap a harvest. It may not happen overnight. It might not happen the next week or month, but it's gonna happen. You're gonna see a big harvest and see a lot more financial provision coming in, because you've been working your soil, as an analogy. You've been watering the soil. You've been tending to it. So I learned, okay, I'm gonna sell this software, and I got a lot of success. I got, a lot of money from it. And then it's learning a new software and mastering the new software. And I learned, especially in network marketing, there's good and bad to it. I love the opportunity that you can get started with very little money, but I found that a lot of people in network marketing still have a very much a poverty mindset instead of a growth mindset. And a poverty mindset is like they don't see the value of investing in themselves to save time, to save money, and to make more money. They just see the financial amount. So I can't count how many times I've talked to network marketers and I said, hey, you know what? For up to $1.38 a day, you can be able to generate up to 100 dream client leads with a click of a button, or $2 a day. I show them the monthly or the yearly, like, oh, well, that's too much. I'm like, if only you could see what's possible with it. If only you saw how much it could accelerate and build momentum in your business. But I can't waste my energy trying to prove them on that. And that's why I went to more of the coaches, because they value their time so much more, because they have a higher ticket product. So that's why I kind of went into the coaching route. And then work again when I was consulting that 7-figure business coach, and I showed that I had such a strong expertise in ELMessengerPro. I saw, okay, I'm able to charge a higher premium for people that are selling products or services at that higher price. So for them, my $3,000 or $5,000 course is a no-brainer, because it's going to save them a significant amount of time in their learning curve and get them a whole lot more high-ticket clients that are spending at least $1,000, $2,000 and up with them.
Okay, yeah,
So
that makes sense. What are you teaching them on a practical level? Because like I see like especially a lot of people like who follow like GrooveFunnels, Mike Felsame and these people, or like Frank Kern, and they built all these like super complicated funnel with 1,000 upsells and downsells and whatnot, and hybrid upsells and order bumps, and so what. But I feel like especially with high ticket marketing, oftentimes it's as easy as like essentially you would not even need anything like in theory, like you could just use the normal Facebook Messenger, reach out to the right people as you did with the group owners. I think that's probably that was not automated if you're targeting really the higher level people, but more like if you're targeting network marketers in a group like that, there's different approaches that work for different kinds of people, obviously.
yeah.
So what does like a typical high ticket client like funnel for a high ticket coach look like these days, or like for you and your expertise, like what works best there?
Yeah. So like for my coaching program, my 90-day accelerator, I don't really touch sales funnels, because either they already have them, or we'll work one-on-one on a private VIP level to build it for them, because I'm not going to try and teach them all the funnels and things. I much rather teach them the principles that are going to get them the sales to fund them being able to outsource the funnels. Because a lot of people, and again, it's a mindset trap. They say, I'm not techie. They can choose to be overwhelmed, or they can choose not to be. So instead of trying to, give them 10 funnels and the software and everything else, I just focus on the lead generation, on getting the sales. So I take them through, first of all, again, the mindset, the sales and business mindset, and the heart healing and restoration that's connected to our mindset, that give cause those obstacles and barriers in our business. And then I take them through, okay, what does your niche look like? What does your offer look like? What are you doing on social media Is your Facebook profile optimized? Is your Facebook group optimized? What is the sales flow process that's taking them from stranger to getting in your group to getting on a call with you? So I don't focus on all the funnel technical stuff unless they want me to do that for them one-on-one, because they know the power of delegation and they don't want to mess with trying to learn it all. They value their time and energy. I'll work with them on that. But for my coaching program, I'm primarily showing them how to get your dream client. And however, low tech or high tech you want your funnels to be, if you just want to send somebody at the end of the day, a Google Doc with an outline of what you offer and a link to your Stripe, product, that's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And like it took me forever, like especially like as I said, like I had my biggest success with GrooveFunnels as well, and comparing it to Kartra and like Go High Level. And as I said like in the beginning, I think before we started the recording, like it does not actually matter. It's almost like, what's the best phone to close people on the phone? Like is an iPhone better than an Android phone?
Right.
Or like but if you really think about, like, you could still close people over the phone, like with an old like 9080 like landline phone. It does not matter. It's really like, are you able to get the people the results that they are after, and do they relate to you? And then obviously, like, it's like I'm sure like you've learned like sales techniques, like how to have these Zoom conversations, and there's a lot of things to learn there, and that you're teaching your high-end students, like I do as well. So these are the things, but it's never about the technology. It's more about you and the way like you frame this, and the content that you post, and like how you post this, and a lot of this is framing. So any thoughts about like how do you frame like your current high-end coaching? Like you mentioned, like you now have this like I'm just looking at the other screen
Yeah,
here,
the
like
90-day
how to
accelerator.
like like exactly, like what is this? Can you tell us a little bit about this, and why
Yeah.
have you created this?
Again, it was, there I realized what I was getting back to. So people just think, oh, all I need is a software. Like the software is X amount, I'm just needing that. Well, it's like picking up paintbrushes and thinking you're gonna be Michelangelo tomorrow. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's smarter to much rather have somebody that's mastered these things to show you how to master them in a quicker, more efficient time using the same, tools and resources. So I package ELMessengerPro into my coaching program, but also providing the modules that help them again, and the modules in the one-to-one coaching to, again, not only make sure your foundation, your mindset is secure, because if you have fear of sales because you judge salespeople, if you have fear of failure because you failed once when you were a child and you never, and you said, oh, I'm never going to try it again, guess what? That's going to affect you today. So first and foremost, I really take them through the mindset work that's providing those blockages, that's, holding them back from their success. And then I really, again, take them through, and now some people might have already done this or not, but it's always good to refine and get a second viewpoint on it. But what is your niche? Are you niching down far enough? Are you just going to reach network marketers, or are you going to reach network marketers within one specific company that, maybe highly values training and automation, or highly, has a high ticket price? No, niching down and then being able to provide free training and resources that's going to solve problems for that niche with your offer, with your training. And then again, I kind of take them through my 3 I's, which is initiate, invite, invest, into, with building that relationship with them. And then, what to post, what to put as the questions when they join a group, how to invite them onto a call, what to share on a call. So really taking them through how to have their own funnel within Facebook.
Yeah, that's how I like to think about this as well, because like, yeah, like especially if you have a Facebook group, like you do not need a Facebook group necessarily, like if you're just talking to the right people, like just like as we mentioned, like you reaching out to group owners. But if you have like a more of like where you're not like if you're approaching people and you're not like they're not really sold, or you're not 100% sure if they're a good fit, it's a good way to get people into your Facebook group, so you can, yeah, explain more. They get to know you more, they get to know the system more. And this is why I'm doing these types of interviews, so I can share this with my audience. And I'm sure like you're doing something similar in your audience, in your Facebook group as well. Like I think it mentions like you go live bi-weekly or something, like twice a week, where you just explain things, and then the right people will understand, oh, I never saw it from that point of view. Like, yeah, maybe I now I really should go on a like book a call with you. And like, yeah, she can really help me, and I never saw it this way. And this is the kind of realization that for many, like especially with yeah, coaching packages that cost $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, like there needs to be this level of trust, this
Yes.
yeah, they need to relate enough to. And then like the sales call is not actually a sales call, it's more like, yeah, am I able to help you with your goals? And if it's good fit, then yeah, let's jump ahead. Here's my checkout link for Stripe. And if not, if it's not a good fit, like you leave them like, yeah, you stay in the group maybe next time, or like you even send them somewhere else, like if they really want, I do not know, like a highly optimized funnel with a Facebook paid ads campaign, something like this, that you're not maybe not that for example, I today had somebody reach out to me, like a successful entrepreneur, and he wanted to sell some e-commerce product with yeah, paid Facebook ads. And I told him, no, that's not my expertise. So you just send them somewhere else. So
Right.
what one thing, and this is something that probably the majority of the people that will see this interview, like they're just somewhere in the starting phase. Maybe they bought a coaching program, or like they bought a course that did not work, or they invested into a funnel building software. Like what would be your advice to these people?
Um, Honestly, no matter what the stage you are in your business, you're always going to need ongoing training and coaching and mentoring. You could be making $70 an hour, but or $7 an hour, but still value, being mentored by a book or, a small course. But guess what? That one course, that one program is never going to be the end all. Like, there's never one course or one program that's going to just skyrocket you to hundreds of millions of dollars and you never need another program again. It's knowing that, you know what? Leaders are learners. And if you're called to lead, if you're called to be successful, it's knowing that you're always going to need to invest back into yourself with coaching, with training. If you're making 20 grand a year and you want to learn how to make 50 grand a year, you're going to, there's going to be a coach that's going to get you there. And then you're like, you know what? I want to start making 100 grand a year. You're going to need another coach, somebody that's been there, that's going to show you this is what you need to do to get to that level. And then you're like, okay, well, now I want to be able to scale to $1 million. That same coach I got you to 100,000, they might not be the trainer or have the training that's going to help you scale to that level. So it's really knowing that no matter what stage in your business you are in, getting the right coach and trainer to help you at that level where you are at is always going to help you shorten the learning curve. But it's also up to you. Like I have people that make excuses or say like, oh, I don't like for whatever reason they don't want to go on the coaching calls, or they're not doing the work. I can do as much as I can to help them, but ultimately they need to be able to do the work. They need to do the homework. So I have something to coach them and to give them clarity on. So it's that teachable spirit and willing to, do the work and get the coaching on top of it. I'm not going to tell you, unless you're a one-on-one VIP client, which is, 10,000 and up, you're going to do A, B, C, D, E, and just consult them all through it. If you're my coaching client, I want you to do the work. And I'm going to say, okay, you want to tweak this, you want to fix that, you want to add this. But they've already done the work.
Yeah, absolutely. And like this is something why what goes in line with this, because I've seen this happening with like even with people like Mike Filsame when he launched Groove at some point. Like, yeah, he went like even 3 years ago, like he went to monthly and noticed like that was a business model that did not work. Like they even like people like this that play on the highest level, like in the internet marketing world, like sometimes they get too close to their own product, and we all get too close to our own product. And sometimes it's just like somebody looking at this with like unbiased eyes, especially if they have experience. Like it's just like make this small tweak, and then like suddenly you see I don't know, like double the conversion, or like you were struggling and it's just like yeah, the water is flowing again after there was like some bump, or like no, my English is not good
Yeah,
enough to
they
really
can see
go
they
along
can
with that
see that.
metaphor.
Yeah.
But it does not really matter as long as you're really trying to help people and get them the results. And sometimes it's an outside perspective that is really needed, or it's like also the systems that they've built, like that you can really implement into your business. Like they spend all the time to figure this out, and if you just deploy it into your business, it works like almost like magic. If you have your own expertise and you're able to help other people getting the results, then the systems is just one thing.
And like another thing I noticed, like I do help people with sales, but again, if they don't frame things right, if they're using, third party images on all their posts and not being personal with the people in their group, and they're like, why is my group level so low? They didn't go through all the, the framing your profile, framing the group the right way. They're not taking all these things into consideration. And then they're surprised when the sales don't come through because people haven't built up that know, like, and trust factor because they haven't been personal with their posts. They haven't been personal with their images that they're using. They're just regurgitating third party info. So it really is a big seeing the bigger picture and following each step to create that picture that's going to get more of those dream clients into your program.
Okay. So one of the last questions, like how are you yeah, currently still are using Messenger in your own business? Like I know that you're training other people and hiring coaches with this, but how are you still using it on a like
Yeah,
daily or like weekly basis?
I'm still using it. I'm using it to, update tags on people I've been building relationships with. I've been, using the notes. I've been scheduling follow-ups. I've still been doing, I haven't been doing as much outreach lately because I've been using the funnel builder and revising my funnels and kind of doing more behind the scenes work. But so I wanted to fine tune a few things before I start adding in more people into my system. But I've been using it and it's been, working really well. And I just, even when you know what groups to go into, like it determines the quality of the people that you're building connections with. So I love the software. I use it, all the time. So it's really, really transformed my business for the better.
Awesome. Yeah, and that's the same experience that I had when I talked to Tuan Wing and other people like who are really successful with doing this. So, is there any question that I have not asked you, but that I should have asked?
No, I mean, if people want to connect with me, feel free to message me on Facebook, connect with me on Facebook. I have my ELMlink page, which is ELMLINK.co, ELMlink.co/Isatel, which I have other free resources, and just connect with me on my different platforms there. But I'm always glad to connect with others. And if you have questions, or just, whatever it is, I'm just glad to, be on the program with you. And just again, we're excited to see how partnership, how collaboration happens, to see a lot more people successful online, especially in today's economy. You have something that people still want and is in demand, and you can be able to provide that and build an amazing income with. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me, Martin.